Love means a lot of things, but what I believe the short and profound meaning of love is God and God is love. And any attempt that any human being would try to do to define what love is will fall short, because I believe love cannot be defined or described, but it should be experienced, because love is not a word, love is a person, and that person is Jesus Christ, love personified.
God's love is, I can do anything, and it's that I'm individually unique, and that there's no one else like me, and that's so important, and that God's love for me, I can't compare myself with others, because He's got a path for me, and that's different to someone else's path, and His love is so strong in my heart, and it makes me want to do what I want to do and not follow anything else other people have told me, but follow God's plan for me.
So for me, whenever I think of the word love, I think of Jesus. It's the way He loves, and the way He loves well. When I come to Him, He brings everything to the table. He brings His total self. So Jesus being the very epitome of love itself, the only thing I can say is Jesus.
His love is so comforting when there's just struggles or stress in the world, and it's something you can't get from anything else or anyone else go to. Can't get that peace or that comfort in my heart, and I just feel God's love just speaks all the goodness onto me, and that through Him He wants me to go to places, He wants me to speak to people, to help people, and I can do this, and I can love others as well, and I have the capability of loving others. I just have to also find it in my heart to love myself as well.
My mom say, pastor's kid, but my dad's not a believer, and he's very distant, very uncaring, an absentee dad as well. But mom made sure that we go to church every Sunday. And I find it hard to reconcile what the church and my Sunday school teacher will tell me about God. You know, God, they would tell me that God loves me, that God cares for me, that He dies for me on the cross, and that He came so that I would have abundant life. And I can't see that at home, you know. And so in my mind, in a little girl's mind, I cannot comprehend that. But one time there was an office, a child sponsorship office near our church, and one of the social worker approached my mom and said, you know, I'm going to get Kay a sponsor so that I can go to school. I was around 6, 7 that time. And so I was able to get a sponsor. I was sponsored to go to school. And that actually changed my life, not just because I was able to go to school, but because I started to realize that what my teacher tells me about God, that God loves me, it's starting to become real to me. My sponsor actually wrote me letters, and the same thing that church and the Sunday school teacher tells me about who God is, she said it as well. And I was thinking, it must be true. Someone from far, far away also is telling me that God loves me. This God must be true. And I think that really prompted me to seek for myself, to find out for myself that the reality of that love. And at age 10, I found that I encountered the God of love. And I wouldn't say that my life has changed, but I believe that God caught me at a young age to show me that He is love, because He knows what's going to happen in my life that would actually wreck the love that I have in my mind, but actually he intensified it in my heart. Although I didn't see it around me, I know that I know that I know in my heart that God loves me. Yeah.